Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to take a look at the pull rates for Mega Evolution. Which is more important than normal? And the reason it's more important than normal, new block. This is a new block for the Pokemon TCG, and that means that things can change. When Pokemon changes stuff, they usually change it at the beginning of a new block. That's what we've got here. That makes these pull rates far more important than they've been for a long time. Once again, massive shout out to the folks over at TCGPlayer. They've pulled data from 5,000 packs. That's what we're using in this video. No, it's not perfect. It is far from perfect. But yes, it absolutely is the best we've got right now. This is the most up-to-date, the most detailed data we've got. So it's not perfect, and it is subject to change. However, this is the best information we've got for now. So starting off, we've got excellent news. And the excellent news is that actually the pull rates of illustration rares, well, the pull rates have gone up, come down, depends how you look at it. They're easier to pull. Forever, these have been 1 in 12 packs, 3 per box. That has been very, very standard. 3 per box, every box, 1 in 12 packs for as long as, well, literally since they came around in Scarlet and Violet. I've seen a lot of box openings with 4 in, and this makes sense. 4 per box. 36 packs in a box, 4 times 9, 36. So now we've gone from 3 per booster box to 4 per booster box. They've upped the pull rates. This is good. We've still got people trying to push stuff like Marshadow as absurdly expensive, but the fact they've made these easier to pull is really, really good. I love this. I'm a huge fan of this. I think this is a fantastic change because the illustration rares are great, but we generally have between like 12 and 36 of these, depending on how many Japanese sets we take into the English. So raising them from 1 in 12 to 1 in 9, 3 per box to 4 per box, adore this. Huge, 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 huge fan. Because like I've said, it's been 1 in 12 forever. Now that's 1 in 9. I adore this. So they come around 1 in every 9 packs. There are 22 unique ones in there. So in theory, the odds of pulling the exact one you want, assuming they're all as rare as each other, which should be a given, is 1 in 198 packs. I don't understand how this keeps happening. TCGPlayer have got it as 1 in 202, but logically speaking, if they're 1 in 9 packs, there's 22 of them, and they're all equally rare, which they should be. You should get the one you want every 198 packs, not every 202. Little thing, but one that does need to be borne in mind. Now, the easiest to pull cards are always the double rares, your EXs, and in this case, Mega EXs. Apparently, they are coming around 1 in every 5 packs. Now, to put that into context, if we compare it to, for instance, the Journey Together pull rates, well, apparently for Journey Together, we were also looking at 1 in 5. So these are the same as they've been all the way along. You're going to be getting 1 in 5 packs. Cool. Easy. Which means that in every booster box, you should be getting like 7 of these. They come out pretty often, I think it's fair to say. Now, if there are 10 individual ones, and there are, and they come around 1 in every 5 packs, then that means that each individual EX and Mega EX should be coming around 1 in every 50 packs. TCGPlayer have got 1 in 48. I don't understand that because it should be 1 in 50. There are 10 available. They're 1 in 5 packs. They're all equally rare, and even if they weren't equally rare, we would then need different pull rates for the individual EXs, so it should be 1 in 50 packs. There we go. Job's a good un. Now, moving up the rarity, we got your ultra rares, which are really just your full arts. Please bear in mind that in this set, the full arts are a little bit different, because as well as having full art Pokemon and full art supporter cards like we've always had, we're now adding in full art trainer cards, as in non-supporter trainer cards, which is kind of cool. I've seen differing opinions here. Some people love them more than the gold we've seen before. Some people just think they're a bit pointless. I don't care where you come down. But that's what we've got here. There are more of them than there used to be because we bring in the trainers. And these are apparently coming around 1 in every 12 packs, which should give you an average of 3 per booster box. And if you think about it, I'm already telling you, like, every booster box, you should be getting 4 illustration rares, 3 full arts, and about 7 EXs. Come on, my dudes. That's pretty cool. Now, interestingly enough, the pull rates for these have also gone up. According to the Journey Together pull rates from TCGPlayer, and they've proven to be pretty reliable in the past, they were 1 in 15 in Journey Together. Now they're 1 in 12. They are easier to pull than they used to be. Now, Black Bolt and White Flare, we actually got the data not from TCGPlayer. We got them from Switchstock, and they were apparently there 1 in 14. So the pull rates for these have gone up, and the pull rates for the illustration rares have gone up. I'm referring to gone up as getting easier to pull. This is good news. So the 1 in 12 packs, there are 22 available. Therefore, the specific one you want should be coming around 1 in every 264 packs. So it's still going to be a bit of a mission to get the individual one you want, but 3 per box? Yeah. That ain't too shabby. But what about the ones we really care about? What about the special illustration rares? Yeah, they're harder to pull. Apparently, they are coming around on average 1 in every 101 packs. I really wish it was every 100 packs, just because that would make a nice round number. But TCGPlayer have done the counting, not me. They're telling me it's 1 in 101, so I'm going to go ahead and believe them. They're not easy to pull. It's going to be about just under 3 boxes. 3 boxes is 108. You get a special illustration rare in 101. So yeah, frankly, these are a little bit harder to pull. According again to TCGPlayer's own data, Journey Together, the special illustration rare were 1 in 86 packs, which means they are getting harder to pull. Now, to be fair, you're opening 5,000 packs and you're looking at cards that have a 1% pull rate. There is a possibility that opening 5,000 just isn't enough, and actually they've always been about 1 in 90 packs. I don't know, but I'm saying that with a sample size of 5,000, there is a bit of leeway here and there. When you're opening 5,000 packs and you're pulling 1,000 double rares, we can look at that and go, we're pretty sure on the numbers here. But when you're only pulling 50 special illustration rares, that's where the data starts to get still good, but a little bit less reliable, a little more margin of error there. But either way, they seem to have gotten a little bit harder to pull. Similarly, we can have a look at the information we got for Switchstock from Black Bolt and White Flare, because that's what I used in the video there. And the special illustration rares there were 1 in 61. They were actually significantly easier to pull, which was fun. Here, less so. And if we've got 101 there are 10 different ones available. So it's going to take 1,010 packs to pull the specific one that you want here. And there are some really good ones in the set. So cross your fingers. I really want that Akira Igawa Latias. Cross your fingers for me, ladies and gentlemen. It's awesome. But what about the gold cards? What about the, I believe they're officially called Mega Hyper Rare? At least that's what TCGPlayer got them as. Well, we've got the gold Lucario, we've got the gold Gardevoir, and the big question has been, what is the pull rate going to be like on these? Well, apparently, 1 in every 1,260 packs. To put it into context, you are more likely to pull all 10 of the special illustration rares than you are to pull one of the gold cards. All 10 special illustration rares is 1,010 packs. The gold cards are 1,260. That's absurd. The only thing we've got that we can even remotely compare it to are the black and white rares. And again, according to Switch Stock, they were coming around 1 in every 500 packs-ish. It was about 1 in 500 packs. This is 1,260. Yeah. They are not even close. If this data is to be believed, and again, I have no reason to believe that it's not, but if this data is to be believed, much rarer than the black and white rares. Now, it's also worth pointing out that in theory, if you're, opening 5,000 packs, you're only pulling 4 of these. So again, the data could be a little bit off here and there. The harder they are to pull, the larger sample size you need to really believe the data. But I've got to tell you, they've been pretty good in the past. They've been pretty reliable. It's why we use their information that they're putting out in public in these videos. And they seem to be the rarest cards yet. Obviously, the maths on here is super easy. There's only 2 of them. So if they come around 1 in every 1,260 packs, then 1 in every 2,520 is both. 2,500 packs to pull both the gold. Oh, you'd be gutted if you pulled the same one twice, wouldn't you? You'd have to find someone to trade it with. Here are the pull rates as a whole, and like I've said, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is illustration rare pull rates are up, they're easier to pull, and the full up pull rates are up, they are easier to pull. This is awesome. But the special illustration rares seem to be harder to pull, and oh my word, those gold cards are absurd. So yeah, if you want those gold cards, cross your fingers. And frankly, they are rare to the point where if you do pull one of these, go boast on social media because you bloomin' well earned it, because these cards are very rare. There we go. I've told you what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. One more shout out to TCGPlayer for publishing this data and being awesome. But now I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you pulled. Tell me what you found. Tell me your experiences in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Danger Morales, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.